No, I know where snow comes from. Oh no, oh cursed. Cursed every time. This, what do you want me to say? You want me to say that the new installment of one of my favorite series wasn't good? Of course it was good. The music was good. But I mean, I think what's kind of amazing is that very specifically, like, the world design and the level designs this time around were unreal. They really did harken back to like the earlier, not just the visual style of everything, which is also amazing. Mind you, I don't know what all this like Halloween theming in the middle of the game was about. Maybe they knew when they were gonna release it. I mean, of course they knew when they were gonna release it. I'm doing so good on the names that only having missed a couple is going to be kind of painful. But I am not 100%ing the credits. I don't need to do that. Or do I? Hey, good job. Good on you, all you voice actors. Dude, new guy who did Mario and Luigi, good on him. He did great. You can tell it's different, right? Once you notice, you know it's different, right? It doesn't matter. He did awesome. There's such a joy. Like he really captured the joy. And all the new voice lines that he got to do, which again, yeah, it does suck that they didn't just ever have Charles Martinet do some new voice lines, right? I don't know what their aversion to that was. Maybe they just knew that eventually they were gonna have to get a new guy. So they just decided to do it. Regardless, the new guy killed it. I'm excited to see him do more things in the future. I mean, okay, so what to say about the game? I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing, and it was such a genuine surprise from beginning to end. Just when I thought that the game had run out of tricks in its bag, it would throw something new at me. Just the sheer amount of new mechanics that it would throw at you almost every single level. The sheer amount of new enemies it would throw at you every single level. It was, I don't know, it was kind of shocking. For now, let's just talk about the game a bit. I mean, what to say, right? Like oh, hold on. What is this? For, if not a sequel to this game, just a brand new 2D game. I can't wait for a brand new 3D game, especially now. After they pulled this out of their hat. Again, Nintendo will show you nothing, they will tell you nothing, and then they will hit you with one of the most interesting, random, out-of-the-blue games ever, right? They don't tell you anything, then here's Metroid Dread. The best one. They don't tell you anything for a super long time. Here's Super Mario Bros. Wonder. One of the best ones now. It's like... Here's a remaster of Super Mario RPG. Here's a remaster of Thousand Year Door. Pedal Isles. Isn't there a Wiggler race that's held here too? I really love races. Wouldn't it be great if I could run that fast all the time? Not just in the Wiggler races? Someday I'll be the fastest caterpillar anywhere. Does he say something if you, like, enter every world now? I'm just sort of exploring now. The fact that there are things to explore in the 2D Mario game? It's so good. All the music. Oh, I got a new Mario soundtrack to listen to. I think my only complaint with this game, again, I've said it a couple times now, I think my only complaint is boss fights. Not even that the boss fights were particularly bad, just that they, in a game that is that has so many interesting ideas in it at every turn. That's constantly surprising you. It is strange. It is a surprise as well, but it is strange that the only times you ever had a boss fight, it's Bowser Jr. doing essentially the same thing with a little bit of extra stuff thrown in. The second two Bowser Jr. fights are way better than the first two, but again, it's still just Bowser Jr. rolling around in a shell. Not great. Very quick, very easy. So it's just him every time, and then you don't even get a boss fight at the end of every world. I guess they more so just wanted to lean into, like, the levels, the platforming stuff, and the Wonder Seed and the Wonder Flower stuff being the main attraction here. I get that. I feel that, you know? At the same time, though, it does feel like now would have been the time to have you could have thrown some really interesting Mario bosses in here, you know? It's very weird. It's especially weird because, like, the final boss is actually great. I loved it. It wasn't hard at all. I didn't even take a hit the whole time, right? But it was fun. It was interesting, too. It's like, clearly, you were not short of ideas, right? Like, you had plenty of ideas and creativity going around. So, weird they didn't flex it in that regard. I think, like, if I had to be super nitpicky, World 3 ended up being kind of lackluster. Again, a really amazing visual style that didn't really get used much. I don't feel like they did much with it. But again, still some great levels there. That was great. This is pretty good. This one felt... This one had a cool theme to it, though. The whole, like, digging deeper and deeper. This one... I was gonna say, this one's not much longer. Or this one's about the same length as World 3. But they utilized the concept. The idea you're going down into a mine shaft and you're going deeper and deeper and finding weirder and weirder things, like, every level down you go. So that was fun. This one was super extensive. No wonder they didn't have a full World 7, right? This world was very big, and most of it was optional, so that was pretty cool. And then, of course, the fact that the overworld, well, the fact that there was a transition area that was essentially an overworld, and the fact that it has enough content in it to constitute being its own world, like, this is your World 7 right here. And then it also doubled as a final sort of hoorah, like, gauntlet. Yeah, 5-star difficulty on the boss, I feel like they felt like they had to say that. It was pretty easy. I think it was pretty easy. I don't think there was a check... Was there a check mark before the end? There was. There was even a check mark before the actual final boss, so... Meh. But no, I mean, like, that's me at my most critical, but it's really hard to be critical because this game gave me everything I wanted. No, not even that. This game gave me things I didn't even know I wanted. Again, 3D Mario, much like with Zelda, right? I love the 2D and the 3D with Mario games, right? But 3D is my jam, just like Zelda. And then they give me this, so they gave me things I didn't even know I wanted. I didn't know I needed another 2D Mario game in my life. And then I sat down and played 1, 2, 3 in World, and I was like, oh my gosh, now more than ever do I need more Mario games. I feel like continuing this marathon and just going and doing the new Super Mario Bros. Games now. Genuinely feel like compelled to do that. Although I feel like maybe I'll save that. In case they get another one of these in the future, I will continue it then. When it's a little more poignant, you know? Man, part of me now wants to just start running through levels and, like, just speeding through them, going as quickly as I can, you know? Because I played every level pretty slowly to try to get everything, try to see everything, you know? Well, till next time. We still got a little bit left. It's not over just yet.